Ooh, what's good, family? It's your man the YB back once again. So, as you can see on your screen right now, this is the Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin brawl, if that's what you want to call it. That happened after the fight. You can clearly see here. I can't play the whole video. DAZN are complete copyright pagans. They'll take all. Trust me, they'll swipe all man's things off. You best believe it. So I'm gonna try and do it frame by frame. So you can see here, clearly the referee has his hands parting the fighters. At this point in time, if you watch the link, you'll hear the bell. The bell is clearly gone. The referee's clearly stepped in. This was the end of round 12. Yeah, there's no business. AJ has no business touching this guy anywhere apart from himself. End of the day. Anyway, 2-2s. Referee steps in, clearly separates, and then boom, AJ banged him in the back of the head. Now, to be fair to AJ, I think to some extent, obviously when the adrenaline's flowing, movements that might normally take place, if that makes sense, after a sparring round, you may kind of tap your partner on the butt or whatever. When you're boosted up after a fight, did he go a little bit extra accidentally? Maybe, but either way, you shouldn't try and bang someone in the back of the head. I've never seen it. I mean, where are they doing that one at? I've never seen someone before like congratulate, or what's the word, kind of salute or respect a sparring partner by banging them on the back of the head. That's just disrespectful. Yeah, the head is the smallest part of the body. AJ could have hit his back, he could have hit his bum, he could have hit his legs, he hit his back of his head. That to me is a violation. 2-2s. It then slowly progresses. Obviously Jermaine Franklin's team aren't happy, and AJ ends up. I can't believe DAZN actually have zoomed out of this one. You can't even see it on this one. But essentially, AJ leans in like he's some 19. Here we go. Here it is. Here, this is the one here. He starts leaning in on the guy like his name's Smoking Burt Cooper. Look at this, look at this. Listen, people, where was all this energy? Look at this, look at AJ getting stuck in there, look. Where was all this? Where was all these ones when the fight was going on? That's what we need to know, yeah? The paying pay-per-view public need to understand, where was all this energy when the 12 rounds was taking place? This is what I've been said about Anthony Joshua, and I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it now. Yeah, we had the Usyk 2 fight. After Usyk 2, he gets on the mic, he takes my man's belts, he throws the belts, he's throwing his toys out of the pram, this, that, the other, rah, rah, rah. And fair play to the guy, do your thing, boss man. But you best bring that same energy to the ring. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Bring that same energy to the ring. It's no good. Oh, well, I'll do 12 rounds tip-tap-toe sparring style, and then, when the fight's finished and I'm officially safe, then I'll start trying to act out like a bad man. Because watch this, here we go. This was the actual link where you see what actually happens properly. So AJ has banged it, the bell's gone, they've been split, he bangs him on the back of the head, and then next thing you know, AJ... I mean, he kind of looks like an embrace, I guess, but then he starts falling in more and tucking his elbows in on 100%. Holyfield versus Burt Cooper style. Look at this, look, sitting on his chest. My question is, where was this in the fight? Yeah, get your, I hate to say, yeah, get your elbows in, get your chin down, and go to work. Yeah, them man from the 80s and 90s, yeah, it wasn't a thing to go down. That was part of the game. It was accepted back then. It was accepted. You know what? I'm getting paid millions, and to be honest with you, them man won't even make it. Well, obviously Holyfield did, and a few man did, but I'm not sure about Burt Cooper. But either way, whether Burt Cooper got paid or not, back in the day, and I'm not saying I'm a great example, but either way you look at it, back in the day, men had pride. Yeah, these new age dons, you man are TikTokers. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a TikToker too, so but the difference is, no one ain't paying me $30 million to be TikToking. Yeah, because you best believe it. Let me tell you now. Listen, let's get something straight right now. Anyone out there has $1 million, I'll go in the ring, and if I don't go out and buy it, yeah, listen, 100%. If anyone out there has $1 million, I'll fight anyone, and if I don't go out on my back, don't pay me. Do you understand that? That's what the mentality must be when you're making this kind of money. It's disrespectful to the fans. It's disrespectful to the legacy of the sport. You're at the pinnacle of the sport and you're in there playing tic-tac-toe and waiting until the fight's over to try and kick off. Yeah? You see this angle? You peep this angle here? This angle here is the angle that should have been used when AJ was in the fight. Yeah? He should have been on man's chest. I mean, look at, I'm not going to lie here, Errol Spence. I mean, obviously, no fighter's the same, but Errol Spence will stand there, hold his feet, and just touch man up and light man up like a brand spanking new Harrods Christmas tree. Yeah, have him looking with all the sprinkles, with all the trimmings. Do you understand? AJ was in there. His shots were. I mean, did he box well? Listen, Jermaine Franklin's an okay guy, but let's not forget we all clowned Dillian White for going life and death with Franklin. AJ's. I mean, look at the face-off. There was a picture of the face-off, and the face-off was mad. Dude was just big and AJ was just big and buff looking. Do you understand? That's why it don't work for me. They don't even work even a little bit. Big, huge looking ass dude versus Jermaine Franklin. I mean, you've all seen the weigh-ins. The weigh-in. You can't be that much bigger than someone. I mean, look at the Usyk fight. How can you be that much bigger and you're in there boxing with the guy? Get your elbows in, get your chin down, and don't take a back step. Joe Joyce style. Do you understand, people? You rarely see... Yeah, obviously, Joe does go backwards, but still, more time, he go forward. Yeah? Because he's big and he's buff. He's big and he's buff and he's strong and he believes in himself. He believes in his chops. And if you don't believe in your chops, sit down somewhere. Yeah? Just because you've got a little hustle going on, scamming the UK public, don't mean you should be doing it. And to be honest with you, Tyson Fury is just as bad. But then again, at least, listen, AJ and Fury, they both have their positives and negatives. AJ, he don't want to get stuck in. Fury don't want to fight no one. So it's like half of one and six of the other, or whatever that saying is. Do you understand? AJ will get in there with anyone, but he'll just lose to anyone. Tyson Fury won't get in there with anyone, but when he does get in there, he'll do a half decent job, unless the YB has coins on the line and they get bumped. Anyway, listen. Look at this guy here. Look, I mean, I hate to go over it, but look at this guy. Look, head down. I mean, his elbows aren't all the way in, but that's what he should have been doing. Look at this guy. Look, his head is on his chest. I mean, this here, you couldn't write this. What have I been saying for the longest time? Yeah, this is how this guy needs to fight. And if you don't like it, sit down somewhere about, I don't really like this anymore. I want to stay at home. I'm going to do a video. My voice, obviously, you can probably hear my voice is mash up. But in the next week or so, I'm going to go back and go through all that weird AJ things that went on last week. I saw a video of him and Spencer Fearon. And Spencer Fearon was bigging him up. Oh yeah, it's going to be a new you and Derek James is the best trainer. And AJ was lowering expectations. I don't know about that. And don't put the pressure on him. And what the blow-o. Do you understand? This guy, where is that attitude of, listen man, I can't tell you what's going to happen. All I can tell you is I'm riding till the wheels fall off. Where is that? Yeah? Well, where is that principle or honour? You know how you hear about, I don't know, Roman soldiers or Zulu soldiers, warriors, whatever you want to call it, yeah? You know what I mean? Their man had pride, they had pride, yeah? They had pride and their man was actually dying on the battlefield. I guess you could say the same today, but either way, do you understand? There's people out there actually dying on battlefields. This guy only has to put gloves on and box a little bit for $30 million. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, if someone can get their mindset into a place of being prepared, I mean, think of all the probably millions of people, yeah, over the centuries who have bled out on a cold battlefield. There must have been hundreds of thousands of people during wars who have been there bleeding out slowly, still alive, kind of thing. And this guy Losua is in there, scared to death to get popped in his chops. Nah, man, that's whack. That's played out, man. Sit down somewhere. This guy needs to sit down somewhere until he decides he really wants it again. He don't want it. He don't want it like he should want it for the amount of money he's being paid. And I hope the UK public continue to and I think it will happen. Because listen, the fight was boring. I ain't gonna lie to you. Super duper boring. Same as Dillian White versus BRAWL. Sorry, Franklin. Yeah? Let's not forget, these guys, Dillian was a 10-1 favourite, AJ was a 20-1 favourite. This was not a 20-1 favourite fight. Tony Bellend had it 12-0 or something stupid like that, but the fight was, I'd say, probably 8-4, which is why it shouldn't be. Let's not forget, people, Jermaine Franklin is a solid guy, but he is a muffin top. Do you understand? Yeah? He muffin top, bottom line. He's a natural muffin top. Muffin top Donnies shouldn't be out here smoking on you. That's what shouldn't be happening. So, listen. AJ loves money too much. He ain't going to go nowhere. He's going to carry on trying to milk the cow. So all we can hope for is that he keep turning fans off. Because this performance is not bringing any new fans to AJ. I actually think this fight will lose him more fans again. Yeah? I mean, after watching that, who thinks he's going to beat Tyson Fury? For example, I don't. Since day one, I've always said the only way AJ beats Tyson... Well, no, that's a lie. Yeah, at one point I was gassed and said, yeah, AJ could outbox Fury. I was wrong. But the main way I always said was AJ need to go in there like a bull in heat. You understand? Just lipstick out. And you know what I'm saying? Rago. And even then, he couldn't beat Usyk. He won't beat Tyson Fury. And I don't think he'll beat Wilder either. I think Wilder will catch him and he'll go sent to Mars, truth be known. I've got to be honest with you. I can just see it happening. I think AJ will go into that fight so tense. Because he's tense fighting Jermaine Franklin. So imagine what happens when Wilder's right hand touches him. He's going to just be seeing stars. I can see it now. I can see all that pressure building up and then it releasing on the end of his beak. Anyway, before I go, let's watch this. Let's see these frames. So AJ here, look, he's tucking in. Look at this. Look at his old school style. Look at his 1970s old school Rago style. Hey, look at the head. Look at the head. Look at AJ's head pushing up on Jermaine Franklin's like he's going to do something. I mean, the joke is, you're supposed to see these things during the fight. AJ should have been pushing up on my man like this, like he's trying to bust a nut during the fight. Look at this. Where was this, people? We need to know. Yeah, Team AJ need to explain where was this in the fight. Where was AJ pushing up, hugging up, trying to touch man all over during the fight? It's no good after the fight. Oh yeah, now let's try and kick off. Now it's nice and safe. AKA Usyk 2. Ain't no one trying to see that. We want to see this smoking Burt Cooper style during the fight. Look at this. Look at him, look. He's proper going for it, look. Look at the guy, look. You wouldn't believe it. You'd never believe this was at the end of a fight, would you? You'd never believe that was at the end of a 12-round fight. You had 12 rounds to get in there and get nasty, and you chose strategically to kick off when you know there was safety. This reminds me, this AJ performance reminds me of them Donnies at the club who want to kick off when their friends are holding them back. You know, them ones there, oh yeah, I'll kick off now because I know there's a whole bunch of people around, a whole bunch of security, and nothing's going to really happen. That's AJ, yeah? Because in the Usyk 2 fight, he had 12 rounds to kick off. He ain't kick off, yeah? Jermaine Franklin fight, he had 12 rounds to kick off. He ain't kick off until the bell was done. It's too many coincidences. He knows what he's doing. He's trying to make it look, oh well, look, he really wanted it. Cap, yeah? The guy's a joker. Get this guy out of here. I ain't trying to see no more from this guy. I can't even lie to you. I didn't even watch the fight live. I can't even lie. I'm not even interested, truth be known. I ain't trying to hear no more about AJ. The only man in the UK that's worth a lick is Joe Joyce. And that's based on just the bottom line facts. Yeah? He's done something no one else has done. Sent Joe Parker to Mars. And let's not also forget Dillian White went life and death with Parker. I'm talking life and death. And everyone was gassing up how new improved Joe Parker was for the Joe Joyce fight. Not to mention, again, my doggy Joe, he's been popped. Listen, Daniel Dubois, he got his cherry popped. Yeah? You best believe it. My doggy Joe left Dubois with his head top was looking differently. You best believe it. Big pork pie looking ass. Listen, Joe gave Triple D spot to pork pie eye. Yeah, and that's how you know it's bad. You know it's bad when you get a big bulbous pork pie, bust up your eye, and make you jack. Yeah? You better listen. Joe Joyce, he blew Triple D spots back so far out, he ain't want no more. He tapped out. Yeah? Ski. You best believe he blew his back out. Yeah, his back got blown out and he tapped out. No one's there. Yeah? You might listen. You man must know it. You man must know. Sometimes when you be hitting the cooch too hard, them tap out once. That's what that one was, 100%. Yeah? You best believe it. Triple D tapped out. He ain't want no more back. He ain't want no more back bussing. Anyway, listen. Like I said, AJ, get this guy out of here. I ain't trying to see no more from this guy. Yeah, until he's ready. No, he's finished. Yeah, forget it. I was about to say until he's ready, but he ain't never going to be ready. He's made too much money. I've done videos on it in the past. This guy, he's been quoted. Well, no, he's not even quoted. It's on video. It's on video at the Cambridge University saying, I'm not really about the passion of the sport. It's all about money now. And that's how it looks. It looks like it's about money now. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe. Big shout out to my doggy, Sean Kelly, for coming through and boosting up the coin. And your man will be back, 100%. There's no doubt about that one.